Coach Jonas Tanzer and the Park University soccer team have high hopes for the new season. They get a true test out of the gates, opening at home against in-state rival Arizona Christian. It's the Buccaneers and Firestorm live from Lerner and Rowe Stadium at Legacy Fields. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Buccaneers Sports Network. I'm Joe Pequeno. Last year, Coach Tanzer's team moved in the right direction, finishing 7-8-1, just missing the playoffs. Tanzer reloaded with a talented recruiting class and has his team believing it can make noise in the Cal-Pac Conference. The Buccaneers find out quickly where they are against an ACU team that finished 11-4-2 last year, just missing the playoffs. It's the season tone setter for the Buccaneers. They go for their first ever win against ACU. Starting lineups coming right up here on the Buccaneers Sports Network. Bucks and Firestorm closing in on kickoff. Park was supposed to open the season last Thursday, but Mother Nature waved her wicked wand with rain and lightning, postponing the matchup. The Buccaneers, as I just mentioned, 7-8-1 overall last year, 4-4 in conference play, 5-2 at home. Park University, a different team in the second half of the season, going an impressive 6-1-1. Coach Tanzer feels the difference was the team started buying into the system. Starting lineups for the Buccaneers: at goalkeeper, freshman Jerry Backstrom from Sweden gets the nod. In his backfield, number 5 defenseman Luka Gerlach. Number 18, Inge Carlson, a freshman. Number 21, Albin Svensson, a freshman. At midfield, number 8, Austin Murray, a junior transfer from Snow College. Number 13, Håvard Bryne, a freshman from Norway. Number 14, Devin Jorgensen, a returning senior. Number 16, Håkon Arnesen, a freshman from Norway. Number 25, Connor Donnellan, a sophomore from London. And at the forward positions, number 11, Johnny Perez, a junior from Lake Havasu High School here in Arizona. And number 21, Baldvin Ingvason, a junior transfer from Iceland. Of course, for Park University, no Nick Sullivan this year. Offensively, he scored 15 goals of the 21 goals scored by the Buccaneers last season. He transferred in the offseason, but Coach Tanzer feels his team might be better suited this year with the offense spread out across the board. On the other side for ACU, led by Coach Ted Krzyzewicki in his second year, an impressive first year with the squad, finishing 11-4-2. ACU played an exhibition game Friday and lost at GCU 3-0, so they are ready to get their season going. ACU has never lost to Park University. When I had a chance to talk to Coach Krzyzewicki about that, he said didn't put a lot of stock in history. Each team has a slew of new faces, and both squads are ready to get after it. Starting lineups for the Firestorm: number 28, goalkeeper Carlos Gallardo, a junior. On the defensive side, number 3, Yano Hinsu, a defender. Number 5, Sebastian Nikula. More on the defensive end, number 13, Mario Hanna. And number 20, Carlos Grubbs in the defensive backfield. At midfield, number 16, BJ Roosmer. Number 10, Washington Alves Jr. Number 11, Aiden Abbott. Number 12, Shiloh Perez. And at the forward slots for the Firestorm, a team that's ready to show what they're made of. And number 7, Ethan Moulter out of San Diego, the senior. And number 8, Santiago Ballesteros. So ACU in the visiting black and red, and Park University in the shining bright and orange here at Legacy Fields. And we have a beautiful night here in the East Valley in Mesa, unlike last Thursday, in which Park University was supposed to kick off, but weather did not allow that. We'll take a short break for the national anthem.
technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. We will just start with the game.
So we are ready to kick off from Legacy Fields at Lerner and Rowe Stadium. Coach Jonas Tanzer, Park University, enters his third year, a record of 10-11-1 overall. And here we go as these two in-state rivals are about to get after it. Coach Tanzer feels his squad has reloaded a slew of international players he's brought in to potentially make a difference. And ACU looking to take the next step after barely missing the playoffs last year. ACU and Park. This one is knocked away, and that's going to be Park's ball going the other way. So early action as we've just kicked off. We appreciate you dialing us up right here on the Buccaneers Sports Network as this one is shot down the field by ACU. Park trying to control it on their back end and move the ball as they're giving chase on that sidelines and knocking it up the field. ACU doing a good job on the back end. Both teams showing its speed early on and some physicality. And Johnny Perez doing some good work on that sidelines, and we've got a throw in for Park. That ball's dumped down in the corner. Park working it. Some good movement, some physicality. Opportunity up front, and this one is shot and just knocked away by the goaltender. A beautiful rip early on, and the Buccaneers send an early message courtesy of Håkan Arneson. A shot on goal, and that one saved by Carlos Gallardo. Coach Chris Wicki talked about Gallardo early before this matchup. Not a big young man, but extremely skilled. Off the corner kick, and this one trickles out of bounds. So Håkan Arneson laid a rip, and Gallardo full stretch knocked it away. So early action, and the Firestorm come up big defensively between the pipes to keep this one scoreless. And right now we're seeing Park University bringing some intensity, some physicality, and some athleticism, and that's the beautiful thing about Coach Tanzer's team this year. He talked about all the players he brought in, and he wanted to raise the level of play and expectations. And he said the reason being is that because of facing teams like ACU and Ottawa University, teams that are more well established, and the kind of players they have that forced Park's hand to get better and force them to raise the level of play and take it up a notch. And got a player down for the Firestorm as Washington Owls and Austin Murray collide, and ACU will take control as Hintsu knocks it to the other side of the field, and Ike Park has an opportunity up the field, and this one, and no flag is out on that, and that looked like a potential yellow card that is, could have came out on that one. Referees called it a clean play, and they play on. We are just a couple minutes into this one, no score. Glad you could be with us on the Buccaneers Sports Network. It's the Firestorm and the Buccaneers. Season opener for both squads. GCU faced ACU in an exhibition matchup on Friday, and ACU was shut out in that one. Coach Chris Wicki said that was just a basic test to see where his new team is, and a bunch of new faces. And for Park University, they're still feeling the season out with a slew of new faces, as well as Coach Tanzer has recruited from all across the world in this one. This one dumped back to Gallardo, and Gallardo, the young man between the pipes with the early save, works on his back end, and Firestorm try to work it to midfield, and this one's taken away as Park dumps it back down, and in that back end is Jerry Backstrom, and Backstrom gets it up, and we have a stoppage in play as Park gets a player picking themselves up off the turf. Both teams trying to set their mark early in this one. As Albert Svensson back on his feet, and Park University working that right side of the field. Inga Carlson dumps it out in front. Good physicality on both sides, and both teams really battling. No score in this one. Both teams are feeling each other out. No question, Park University has more length, more athleticism at the midfield position and at the forward positions. Gallardo in between the pipes, tested on one shot, the only shot in this game. Håkan Arneson laid a rip, and Gallardo stretching to his right, denying him on the good look. 6 minutes have gone by in this one as the Buccaneers and Firestorm, in-state rivals, battling and going after it. Good work by that Park backfield. Now it's ACU trying to work that sideline, courtesy of Ethan Moulter, a senior from San Diego. These squads met last year with ACU taking the victory. Now both teams, ACU with an opportunity on the left side. Alden Abbott, Abbott gets it across, in between the pipes, shot, and this one, great save, courtesy in the pipes. Coming up big is Jerry Backstrom. Backstrom, point blank, got the gloves on it, knocked it away. Backstrom tested, the freshman from Sweden, doing some good work between the pipes and making a name for himself early in this one. So a corner kick opportunity for ACU. From our vantage point, tough to see. This one knocked in, and good work by Park. Opportunity for the Buccaneers, but Ethan Moulter could not get a good look on it. Moulter, number 7, the long locks. And here comes the Buccaneers on that right side. Roughly 8 minutes have gone by. A couple shots in this one for each side. 2 good looks and 2 good plays by the goaltenders, getting tested in this one. Ref calling a free kick opportunity for ACU. And stepping up for the Firestorm as they weigh this one out. Dump to that right side. Aiden Abbott. Abbott dumps it to the far right of the field. This one knocked up. Santiago Ballesteros in the mix, as well as Aiden Abbott. Abbott very busy in this first 8 minutes or so. So the Firestorm controlling the tempo in the last couple minutes. Park University, some good physicality on that side. Buccaneers, Luca Gerlach, the defender from Germany. And you like to see that, no question. Park bringing the physicality, bringing the athleticism, matching a body for body. Whereas last year that might not have been the case. This year, the Buccaneers with the bodies to match up, maybe physically, with ACU this year. This one booted from the right side and almost knocked in. A golden opportunity between the pipes, and the Firestorm could not connect. A good look. Sebastian Nicula was right there, and Nicula, who played his high school ball at Horizon High in Scottsdale, point blank, and cannot deliver. So now it's Park launching one down the field, and Gallardo will scoop it up and chuck it to his left side with Mario Hanna doing some work. Hanna played his high school ball at Glendale High. Now it's, once again, it's Aiden Abbott staying quite busy. Backstrom on that back end will try to work the ball up front to Inga Carlson. Ball gets knocked away, so here come the Firestorm. Firestorm have done a good job really controlling the pace in the last couple minutes, but the Buccaneers, Håkon Arnesen hustling, doing a good job. Arnesen, a true freshman from Stord, Norway. As we talked about in the opener, Coach Tanzer going around the world, building his frequent flyer mileage to get players from all over the world. It looked like there was some physicality as a couple players falling on the turf, and so far it's ruled clean by the refs. So no question, bodies are bumping and both teams trying to make a statement. It's the tone setter for both squads. Park University just missing the playoffs last year after finishing 7-8-1. And for ACU, 11-4-2, just missing the postseason as well. Two teams anxious to leave Legacy Fields with a victory here tonight. And Park on that back end doing a good job, and after an early kick by Arnesen on Gallardo, Park not a lot of opportunities offensively. We've got fans from both sides here tonight for a beautiful night here at Legacy Fields at Lerner and Rowe Stadium. Call it about 95 degrees, but in Arizona we call that a dry heat, so it's all good. Meanwhile, for the players, they're probably at $130 in temperature, running up and down the field, and so far both sides have been tested. Backstrom knocking down a shot point blank, and Gallardo early in this one. And we are scoreless with 12 minutes plus gone in this one. Park on that end. Opportunity. This one shot. Once again, Håkon Arnesen making some noise. Blocked. Header, and Gallardo is right there. Good opportunity and good effort by Park offensively. The header by Johnny Perez, point blank into Gallardo, and Gallardo right there and in a perfect position. But Park making some noise, and that is good for the home team after going roughly 2-3 minutes without anything going offensively. Right now, shots on goal for Park University. Couple shots. And on the other side for ACU, 2 shots each. So both teams offensively feeling the other side out. Both goalies tested in this one. Both teams looking to get off to a good start. Park University has never beaten ACU. A record of 0-3 lifetime against the Firestorm. And some good physicality on both sides. Bodies getting tangled up on that side of the field. Balvin Ingvason hitting the turf, and Firestorm and the refs letting them play, letting them be physical in this one. And here comes Park on that back end doing a nice job, and now racing across midfield. Opportunity and another body on the field, and refs play on as Gallardo on that back end dumps it down to Janu Hintsu. And Park now working that left side of the field, courtesy of Mariano Hanna, the senior from Glendale Community College. He dumps it in the middle. Caden Grubb in that mix. And Park trying to go back offensively as ACU controlling the tempo. Now they dump it back down the field. Once again, it's Mario Hanna, the defender from Glendale Community College, and he dumps it, rips it across. Both teams, after the last 2 minutes or so, really playing more of a midfield game as Aiden Abbott trying to make some noise and more bodies flying. And little words exchanged by Shiloh Perez and Havard Briney. Briney coming over from Norway. Stavanger. Look that up in the map if you can and tell me where it is. Needs to say. The tall, cool one holding his ground. Both teams being physical with one another. Shot down the field. Opportunity potentially for ACU. Park giving chase. Dump it back down. Firestorm. This one ripped across, and this one shoots wide from Backstrom, so it'll be a corner kick opportunity as Aiden Abbott will give it a rip. Abbott, local product from Shadow Mountain High School. Home of the Matadors. Abbott has been very busy in this one. Shoots it right down. This one ripped across, and this one is in. Banged home by the Firestorm. A good look, and this one is connected. And the Firestorm get on the board first. Give the assist to Mario Hanna and Sebastian Nicula. Rips and scores. And the Firestorm get on the board first. Mario Hanna with beautiful work from the outside, and Sebastian Nicula with the good look opportunity. And Coach Chris Wicke talked about his team. He wanted to see his team when they had those opportunities to perform in those certain situations, and his team strikes gold. About 17 minutes into this first half. So now Park facing its first adversity of the season. And plenty of physicality on both sides. Now Park coming back with some aggressiveness, and that Firestorm defensive unit right there slowing the pace. As the refs get a free kick opportunity as the call goes against ACU. Lucas Gerlach, we mentioned him early. We'll get an opportunity to rip this one down the field. This one is dumped down to the right side. Kicked in the corner. Park shoots it across. Point blank look, and this one just misses and skids to the left side, out of bounds. My goodness, the Bucks, perfect read. And Balvin Ingvison right there, could not bang it home, and this one just trickles to the left side. And Park knocking on the door. Carlos Gallardo, the goaltender for ACU, filling the heat, and Park bringing it, answering after the ACU goal. Corner kick opportunity. Park trying to make some noise again. And this one shot and in. ACU could not come up with the defense. And Park answers on a blistering shot. And the Buccaneers shining bright courtesy of Havard Briney. The forward from Norway answers, and we are knotted at one. Havard Briney coming a long way to play his college soccer, and he delivers, and his first start for Park University. Point blank look, and this one knotted at one. Wherever his parents are, hopefully they're watching back across the pond somewhere. Welcome to America. Briney delivers, and Buccaneer Nation standing proud and loud as this one is knotted at 1. Last year, ACU blanked the Buccaneers, and so now a brand new recruiting class, players from across the world, and Jonas Tanzer has to be impressed. He brought in Briney, and Briney delivers. And all these new faces for Park University, a squad still building chemistry. Players from all over the world pushing ACU early in this one. 20 minutes into this first half, knotted at 1. And no question, you can see the speed and athleticism by Park University. They've got it on the back end, the midfielders, and on the forward side. And Park working it upfield, that right side. Baldwin Ingvidson. Ingvidson shoots it across, taken away by ACU. ACU on that back end doing a nice job. Now ACU trying to rush it upfield. But there's Park right, taking it away. Now going back offensively, and bodies flying. Physicality on both sides as Washington Alves Jr. hit the turf. So Coach Tanzer and Coach Krizwicki, both teams, both coaches, both facing the unknown in the season opener. And both teams have responded. ACU getting the goal to start this one by Sebastian Nicola. And then Huvard Briney answers to knot it at 1. Glad you can be with us right here on the Buccaneers Sports Network. Beautiful night in Mesa, Arizona. Joe Pequeno on the call. Park University. Squad rebuilt, revamped. And Coach Tanzer talked about his team this year. He says, we might be scoring by committee, and if we are, that's a good thing. And Huvard Briney delivering the first silo for the team this year. Park University only scored 21 goals last year, 15 of those by Nick Sullivan, who's no longer with the program. So Coach Tanzer brought in a lot of fresh faces, and here they are looking for their first ever victory against the Firestorm. Coach Krizwicki, in his second season, has brought a talented team over to Legacy Fields, and they open up in an exhibition matchup at GCU on Friday. Still feeling his squad out. Team lost that matchup 3-0, a good opening season scrimmage to see where his team is, and now here they are. Firestorm and the Buccaneers. Timeout on the field with 23-23 remaining in this first frame. Arizona Christian, 4 shots on goal. The big one, of course, Sebastian Nicola. Nicola coming up big. And then on the Park side, as we switch over, shots on goal, 4 apiece. So both sides, 4 shots on goal, and of course, Huvard Briney, point blank, bang, answers and knots this one at 1 apiece. Good crowd on hand in Legacy Fields to watch these two in-state rivals go at it. And we are back to live action as Park University works the ball in from the sidelines. Courtesy of Albin Svensson. Svensson, a freshman from Malmo, Sweden. Malmo might be a hot vacation destination for some. But here is Albin making his case here in the United States of America to play some soccer for the Buccaneers. Jonas Tanzer working hard in the offseason, bringing in a slew of talent. The body is down for ACU. Both sides really working hard. Luka Gerlach on that sideline. Defender for the Buccaneers on his giddy up, making sure ACU doesn't get any clean looks. So throw-in opportunity. Albin Svensson will launch it in. Svensson tosses it roughly to midfield, and now it's worked back on that back end. Looks like Jerry Backstrom will just knock this one away and takes it up to midfield. ACU trying to make some noise, and Park University taking control. Some good work on the passing. Taking a fall on the turf. Stepping back up is Austin Murray. So bodies flying on both sides, and nice to see some good sportsmanship as players picking each other up from the opposing teams. On that back end, Mario Hanna working into Aiden Abbott, that local Phoenix connection. Both youngsters played their high school ball in the Valley. This one shot across to the other side of the field. Ethan Moulter couldn't handle it. It's worked back to midfield for the Firestorm. Closing in on 20 minutes left in this first half. And it's been a good first half. Both teams 4 shots on goal. Gallardo tested early. And the Firestorm getting the first goal courtesy of Mario Hanna to Sebastian Nicola. And then Howard Hovard Briney, that is, point blank tied it. And that is where we are, knotted at 1 apiece. The tone setter for the season as both teams feeling each other out here at Legacy Fields. Park University in the home orange, and this one is ripped across. A good look just wide of the net as Gallardo sees it sail past his right side. Park making the most of its offensive opportunities and putting the pressure on Gallardo between the pipes. Under 20 minutes left in this first half as Gallardo surveys the field. Dumps it back on that back end. It's the Firestorm, rip it across, and this one taken away. Point blank, and this one just off the crossbar. Off the post, that is, and another opportunity. Shot wide, just hit the crossbar. Make that the post. So Park University, a good look with an opportunity to take the lead. And that is a player's worst nightmare, hitting the post. Brian Ramirez Delgado. He might have been aiming for the crossbar. Instead, he hit the post, and that kept the game knotted at 1. A blaze of speed right in the middle of the field, and Ramirez Delgado hits the post. This one launched. Backstrom has to get the big pawn. Moulter right there, Moulter. And Moulter gets taken down. Good work by Park on that back end. Good defensive work. So Park up for the challenge anytime. ACU threatening offensively. Shots on goal right now. Park University with 5. ACU with 4. As this one tied at 1. Opportunity for Park University on that side. Devin Jorgensen. The one lone returner. Make that him and Johnny Perez. Bodies tangled. Physicality on that sideline. It's Jorgensen. Aiden Abbott getting tangled up. Park dumping it into the corner. Good work by Mario Hanna giving chase, and this one shot it. Gallardo is there for the save. So Gallardo being tested by this Park unit. 5 shots on goal compared to 4 for the Firestorm. This one ripped down the field. Giving chase on that back end. Inge Carlson. Now it's worked that left side of the field as Park closing in on 16 minutes left in this first half. Now it's the Firestorm at midfield with a throw-in opportunity. Both teams punching and counter-punching in this one. Working that corner. Couple Park defenders right there. And you gotta love what you see from that Buccaneer defensive unit. Every time Firestorm have made some noise on that offensive attack, there's been multiple occasions with multiple defenders right there waiting to break up a play. Throw-in opportunity. This one gets knocked out of bounds. 15 and change remaining in this first half. A good one here at Park University at Legacy Fields, the home of the Buccaneers in Mesa, Arizona. Brand new complex. Fields from left to right, you name it, they have it here. Soccer, pickleball, softball fields on the other side. Park University making some noise in the home opener. Dump back down. Speed from the outside, shot. Gallardo knocks it away. Put back, no good. Park once again. Huvard Briney looking for his second goal of the night. And great work by Brian Ramirez Delgado, who brought the speed. And Brian Ramirez Delgado, a senior from Buenaventura, Colombia, Norwich University. Blazing speed. A bolt of lightning, and Briney right there on the putback as a shot went wide. This one down in the corner. This one going back in favor of the Firestorm. And Gallardo will work that right side of the field. Knocked up that way and then dumped back down. Gallardo. Coach Krizwicki talked about Gallardo. Not a big, imposing young man, but certainly skilled and has a nose for the ball. And we've seen this in this one, his skill set. Now, Firestorm as Backstrom comes out of the pipes, and Backstrom working it. Excellent work by Backstrom, way out of the box. Backstrom, the freshman goalkeeper from Sweden, not afraid to get loose, anxious and working the body to stop the Firestorm attack. 13 minutes left in this first half, knotted at 1. Firestorm and Buccaneers live from Legacy Fields. Lerner and Rowe Stadium, underneath the lights. In a couple months, the weather here will be fantastic. Right now, it's a dry heat. And both teams working so hard to try to get a victory in the season opener for both squads. On that sidelines, Inge Carlson. Carlson will give way to Einar Bjarlson. And Park. Ball gets taken away. And Mario Hanna right there in the mix for the Firestorm to break it up. Still Park University ball. Park. This one dumped back to the right side. Hanna giving chase is Park. And this one knocked up the field. And now it's Park giving chase. Santiago Ballesteros. Ballesteros rips it across the field. This one shot high. And it hits the scoreboard. The Belt Bank Park scoreboard. And that might have been 3 in the NFL. But this one high and over the goalposts. And this one remains knotted at 1. 6 shots on goal for Park. Arizona Christian with 5 shots. Sebastian Nicola scored the first goal for ACU, and Huvard Briney answered for the Buccaneers. This one dumped back down. Park trying to control it on the back end. Hannah, who's been very active and busy, no question, might be the best defender on that Firestorm unit. Athletic, gifted, great skills, great feel for the ball. Now it's Park with an opportunity with under 11 minutes in this first frame. Firestorm working upfield. Backstrom out of the pipes. Opportunity. Backstrom is right there. A rip by the Firestorm. Coden Schrum gave it a look, and Backstrom, point blank, gobbles it up. And that keeps it tied at 1. And that defensive unit for the Firestorm looked like Connor Donnellan might have taken a finger to the eye, might have got poked in the eye. He's taking a second to see if he's okay, and the referee and him exchange words, and all good for number 25 as he claps it off. No question, if you're a Buccaneer fan right now, you got to be clapping about the effort by the Buccaneers, going toe-to-toe with ACU, a squad they'd never beaten, a team that owned them last year by the count of 4-0. And now a year later, Park University playing dead even with their in-state rival. Mario Hanna giving chase, and this one trickles out of bounds as Gallardo will throw the ball into the box and survey the field and give his Firestorm teammates an opportunity to make some noise in the latter half of this first half. This one booted upfield as Park giving chase on that back end. Good work. Can't say enough about the effort. Luca Gerlach has played a fantastic game. That whole defensive unit for Park has done an amazing job. And the Firestorm with a throw-in opportunity. This one dumped down. Bunch of orange shadowing a bunch of black. And good work by Park. And this one going back in favor of the Buccaneers. And Backstrom, the freshman, has really shown his moxie in this first half. Controlling the tempo between the pipes and not afraid to get out of the box and show his worth. No question, Jonas Danzer, before the Ottawa game, before that game was canceled, played a little coy and about who his starter was going to be between the pipes, but he went with Backstrom, and Backstrom showing why he deserves to be the starter for Park University. Savvy between the pipes and showing great leadership and showing some tenacity and showing some courage. Some goaltenders stay between the pipes. Backstrom not letting play dictate him, but he is dictating play as it comes at him. Closing in on 7 minutes left in this first half. Opportunity for Park on a throw-in. This one dumped to midfield. And you would just love to see Brian Ramirez Delgado with an opportunity to show what he can do in the open field. Ramirez Delgado, a blaze of speed as he crosses midfield slowly. No question he might get an opportunity to make a difference in this one. Huvard Briney has made a spectacular debut for Park, scoring the Bucks' first goal of this first half. Both teams showcasing a bunch of new faces, and Park on that back end showing versatility and a lot of determination. Coach Tanzer scouting the world to bring in new players, and so far his new look squad doing a good job, and we got a free Buccaneer working that right side. Gallardo comes up and Gallardo gets taken down, and the refs call no call on the play. And we talked about him just a second ago. This time it wasn't Brian Ramirez Delgado, it was Caleb Christner blistering through that right side with an opportunity. Got taken down on the play. So Park, 6 shots on goal. ACU, 6 shots on goal. Squad's playing dead even in this first frame. ACU located in the heart of Phoenix, just right up the I-17. Of course, Park University located in Gilbert, Arizona. And Park signing a nice deal to play the sporting events out here in Legacy Fields, a brand new complex that opened this year. You name it, this park can host it. Fields throughout, soccer galore, softball fields, pickleball, you name it. So the Buccaneers making East Mesa its athletic home, and the Firestorm looking to spoil this season opener. Call goes in favor of Park. Closing in on 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first half. Both goaltenders tested. Sebastian Nicola got ACU started in the first half, and then it was Huvard Briney on a point-blank look. Giving chase. Just talked about him a short time ago as Caleb Christner, 5'10" freshman from Lebanon. Lebanon, Oregon, Lebanon High School. Got some blazing speed and a big physical body, a big presence. And Park doing a nice job taking the ball away, shooting that ball and giving chase. Huvard Briney, who's played a spectacular first half, and here comes Park trying to make some magic, but that back end, courtesy of Sebastian Nicola, knocking the ball away, but Park with an opportunity with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first frame. Bodies flying, ball's being dumped down that right side, and Gallardo is there, and Gallardo, he takes a shot courtesy of Christner. Christner looking at the ref like, look, I'm just showing my opposing player just a little physicality, that's all I'm doing. Refs letting him play on. No yellow card out on that play. So you got to appreciate the refs letting these two teams play. They've been physical in this one. And certainly a lot of bodies flying. Aiden Abbott, that left side. Abbott getting deep into the box, shoots it across, knocked away. Great defensive work on that back end. We talked about him early, we talked about him often. Luca Gerlach from Germany, the grad transfer. No question, he's soaking up the sunshine in Arizona and making the most. Blocking that shot, protecting his goalie. This one raced across, and that's a header. Shot up the field, but the Firestorm control the pace. Closing in on 2 minutes left. Park trying to curl the offensive flow. And Park will retain possession with 1:54 left as Austin Murray works it up the field. Bouvard, Briney. And it's dumped back down to midfield. That left side. Dumped across. Connor Donelon. Donelon shoots it upfield, left side. Brian Ramirez Delgado was hoping to get an opportunity. Firestorm trying to get out of this first half without any more pressure being put on their goaltender, Carlos Gallardo. 1:14 left. Giving chase in that corner, and bodies are going down. A little battle being worked by Håkan Arneson. Arneson working that back line. Now it's the Firestorm trying to make some noise in the final seconds of this first half. Good work, good skill. This one blocked. Good work on that back end by Connor Donelon. 37 seconds left and ticking. Park University, squad that finished 6-1-1 in the final 8 games of last season. Standing tall and standing proud in this season opener. Corner kick opportunity for the Firestorm. We've called his name early, we've called his name often. In Mario Hanna. Hanna lets it rip. Backstrom getting up, and this one bounces. Over the top of the crossbar, and that is going to end the first half. And a good first half for Park University as a squad, a new look team, revamped, reloaded, took an early blow courtesy of a Sebastian Nicola first half goal, but answered on a Bouvard Briney goal to tie it, and we are knotted at 1. We'll take a short time out here in the Buccaneers Sports Network. You're watching Park University in the season opener against ACU, the Firestorm, making the trek from Central Phoenix right here on the Buccaneer Sports Network. Welcome back to Lerner and Rowe Stadium, where in the season opener between Park University, the Buccaneers, and the ACU Firestorm, we have got a good one on our hands, knotted at one. And I am joined by Caitlin Harris of the women's soccer team. And Caitlin, talk about an impressive start for the team. Victories over Indiana South Bend by the count of 10-0. Victories, actually a tie against Indiana Northwest, 1-1. Good start for the team. And let's talk about your performance scoring the school's first ever hat trick in the victory over Indiana South Bend.
Well, it was really exciting being my first collegiate athlete game. Really nervous to go out there and play, but we performed really well compared to last season's.
So that being said, a newcomer for the team, a freshman playing your first game, what was the emotions like, and what's it like as you try to be a freshman on campus and learn your new teammates and build some chemistry with your squad?
It was definitely nerve-wracking at first, but I feel like over time I feel more adjusted and felt more like a family, so it's been good so far.
And chemistry is building with the course of time. And
yes.
Give us an outlook of this team and about the skill set, because you come out, no question, with an impressive 10-0 victory, and then you come back and you tie. So you're showing right off the bat that this team is a force to be reckoned with. What are you seeing from your squad early?
A lot of communication and a lot of bonding. We're really holding our own. Doing great together.
That's fantastic. So what game do you have coming up next? What's your schedule looking like?
We play against Clark on Sunday.
You play against Clark on Sunday.
Yes.
See, the good thing about for you as a player is you always have someone nearby to give you some information to help you at any given time.
Definitely.
Right? So this week, what's this week been like for you now that you've had a couple games underneath your belt and you've had a chance to reflect on, the past couple games?
It was definitely eye-opening because now we get to see how our team works together. It being a whole new group of people, it's nice to see how we kind of formed and became a team.
Sure. So you've had an opportunity. You're watching the boys squad taking on ACU. Obviously, Coach Tanzer, he's brought in a lot of new faces. What's your thoughts of this first half as Park University holding its own against ACU?
Definitely exciting. It's nice to come out and show some school spirit, support the team. We're doing pretty good so far. So.
And what are you seeing from ACU, and what are you seeing from Park University? Obviously, ACU got on the board first, and then Huvard Briney tied it, and we're knotted at one. What are you seeing from the Buccaneers right now offensively?
Definitely holding their own and definitely making a bunch of connections up top and just almost getting shots in, but not quite, but getting there. I kind of see another goal in the future. So.
That's great. So when you had a chance to really see these two teams, what does it mean, and you know this from opening the season, what does it mean, do you think, for both sides to come out here to set the tone and get that first victory of the year to kind of set the tone for the season? It's
definitely a who wants it more kind of feeling, and then it shows just the passion from each team.
So let's talk about you. Played your high school ball at Buena Vista?
Buena High School.
Buena High School, okay, just south of Tucson.
Yes.
Take us back to your high school days, and what was playing high school ball like for you?
Well, I actually wasn't a forward during high school season. I was a defender, so it's definitely different than what I'm playing now. I was a center back, so it's definitely a whole different point of view when I'm playing forward, because now I'm the one scoring the goals instead of blocking the goals. So
yeah.
It's a little different, but I think I'm getting used to it.
Have you had to change the mindset? Because now you're in attack mode the whole time.
Definitely. It's no longer a defensive kind of mindset. Now I'm just go, go, go. Sometimes it's got to be patient, but now it's kind of fun to be on the other end. So
what is Coach, when Coach came to you and said, look, Caitlin, I'm switching your position. I need you to be full throttle, 150 miles an hour. What came in your mind?
I was really shocked, but then I was like, as a defender, you kind of have to read what the forward's doing, and I was like, I got this. I can do it.
You got this.
Yeah.
And look, talk me through. You score the first hat trick in school history. What was that like for you?
Super cool. I didn't even know until I think the day after. During our second game, I found that out, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. So super exciting being the fact that I don't play forward, and I just kind of went out there and did my thing.
And are you enjoying your time so far in Gilbert, Arizona, and being part of the Park family?
Yes. It's really hot here, but it's nice.
Yeah, but once again, Arizona doesn't matter where you are. It's hot everywhere
hot.
in the state, right? Well, Caitlin, look, we appreciate you joining us and wish you and the ladies squad the best of luck. And once again, you're back in the field Sunday against Clark University right here.
Yes.
Game time, do we know?
7 p.m.
We're going to say 7 p.m.
That's what we're going with.
So let me tell you about Caitlin. Charming, great soccer player, kind of knows the schedule, but we're going to give her a free pass because she's a freshman, and she's going to learn her way. And next time I see her in a couple weeks, she'll know the schedule like this,
Definitely.
and she'll tell me where all the parking is here at Legacy Field.
Ticket prices, everything.
Absolutely,
I got you.
absolutely. Caitlin Harris, thank you for joining us. And we'll take a short time out here on the Buccaneers Sports Network. We're at halftime between Park University and ACU. More to come in just a bit. Welcome back to Lerner and Rowe Stadium. We are about to kick off the second half between Park University and ACU. This one knotted at 1. Park University looking at that first half. 6 shots on goal. Huvard Briney, the big one, point blank tied it, beating Gallardo and knotting this one at 1. On the other side for ACU. ACU also with 6 shots on goal, and that was a talented connection by Mario Hanna, setting up Sebastian Nicola, and that is where we are. Both teams showing their speed and athleticism. That back end for Park University doing a great job. Coach Tanzer, that recruiting has definitely paid off, bringing in size, athleticism, and some determination. And Backstrom between the pipes has been rock solid, not just between the pipes, but getting out, controlling the tempo, giving kind of a physical and a attacking mentality as a goaltender and showing his relentlessness. And that is where we are right now as we are about to kick off. And once again, we appreciate you watching us on the Buccaneer Sports Network. The Bucks in the home orange, ACU in the black, and the Red Sox. Park has never beaten ACU, 0-3 lifetime, including last year's 4-0 shutout. ACU only 10 shots on goal, but no question they made the most of their opportunities. And now you can tell the level of intensity has picked up in this second frame. Austin Murray at midfield, trying to knock it up. And Esteban Arden right there, and this one is shot down the field. And Backstrom once again, not afraid to get out of the pipes and using the noggin. And Backstrom, the first to tell you a mind is a terrible thing to waste, and using it right there to help his cause. Backstrom right there denying Moulter. Moulter with that left kick. And Backstrom point blank takes it away. Not a lot of oomph on that kick. Backstrom in a perfect position. And down that left side. Now it's Park trying to go back and work the ball up the field. Working it on that back end. It's Donnellan. Donnellan dumps it back down to Backstrom, and Backstrom will work that left side. Shooting it across. Amy Imina getting some opportunities in this one. From London. Make that Ame Amina. Ame Amina from London getting that opportunity. Tall young man, 6'2", with speed. This one just underway in the second frame, knotted at 1. Park not backing down in this one. Trying to make some noise in this season opening tone setter after coming off last year's 7-8-1 season. Ame working up that left side. Devin Jorgensen. Jorgensen shoots it across. Firestorm take it away. Moulter gets knocked to the turf. Donnellan laying a body shove, and the referees letting these squads play. Donnellan flirting with danger on that one. A yellow card could have came out. Refs let them play on. Both sides bringing some physicality in this one. Park showing some relentlessness and toughness in this matchup. Firestorm dumps it back down and dumping it deep down the field, giving chase in that corner. Good work on that back end. Can't say enough about the effort by that back end for Park University. Always putting a body on a body. Firestorm ripping it across, trying to work that right side. Shot up the field. Header knocks it away. Park doing a good job back in the blocks. Backstrom right there takes it away. So ACU now with 7 shots on goal. 2 by Nicola, 2 by Washington Elves. And on the Park side, 6 shots on goal. 3 by Huvard Briney, who's had a tremendous game. Austin Murray, Johnny Perez, Devin Jorgensen with a shot apiece. So an opportunity for the Buccaneers, shooting it away on that corner. Throw-in opportunity. This one launched, a good one. Point blank, opportunity missed right there, set up perfectly and could not get the connection. Caleb Christner in front. Couldn't put a body on the ball that could have potentially given the Buccaneers a 2-1 lead. A great throw-in from the sides. And Christner could not deliver as they play on. Under 40 minutes left in this second frame. Knotted at 1. Park. Johnny Perez. Perez, the returner from Lake Havasu. Devin Jorgensen. Jorgensen dumps it back down. Jaime Imena right there. Back to Jorgensen. Jorgensen rips it across. Austin Murray. Perez thought he had an opportunity. Firestorm. Kept alive by Park, and a shot ripped high. Excellent effort. Shot goes high by Justin Moeller, a freshman from Germany. 6'3", tall, lanky. The tall, cool one rips one. Opportunity. And Gallardo comes up with a diving stop, denying Park on a potential go-ahead goal. And Caleb Christner, hands on his head, saying, oh, golden opportunity. Could not capitalize on. 1-1, under 39 minutes left in this one. Moulter giving chase. Jaime Imena. Now it's the Firestorm. BJ Rusmer. Park getting the ball up to midfield. Johnny Perez. Perez knocks it deep. Giving chase is Hannah. Hannah getting tied up. And a call goes against Park University. Brian Ramirez Delgado battling against Mario Hanna. And this time the refs say a little bit too much physicality on the Buccaneers, and a crucial play as Ramirez Delgado with that blazing speed might have had that opportunity to give the Buccaneers the go-ahead goal. They play on. 38 minutes and counting down. Both teams taking their shots. Backstrom in that back end, dumping it down to his right side. We appreciate you dialing us up on the Buccaneers Sports Network, the season opener for the Buccaneers, taking on the Firestorm. Buccaneers shooting up midfield. It looks like Johnny Perez giving chase. Perez controlling it. Perez shoots it across, and this one knocked away. Ramirez Delgado, and that blazing speed could not connect on the centering pass. And Gallardo will shoot it up to his back line, and Firestorm trying to weather the storm by the ACU. Make that the Park University attack on that last possession. 36 minutes and counting. Park now with 8 shots on goal. ACU, 8 shots as well. This one dead even in this second frame. Both squads really showing some toughness. Firestorm out to Moulter. A couple Firestorm players getting tangled up a little bit. Moulter on that left side. And the call goes against the Firestorm. That's Backstrom. Dumps it out to Austin Murray. Murray shoots it across and the whistle goes out again. So 35 minutes and change left in this second half between these two in-state rivals. Ami Emine on that back end. Tall and athletic, 6'2". Mario Hanna's had a great game for the Firestorm on that back end. Now it's Moulter. And right there in his back pocket is Park. Moulter, senior from San Diego. He's got some skill. And Park showing plenty of will, keeping up with them at every opportunity. Aiden Abbott in that corner kick opportunity for the Firestorm. Park loading the box. Pivotal moment with 34 minutes left in this second half. Refs coming over, talking to both sides, talking about the play and physicality and what can be done here and what cannot be done. Back to Abbott in that corner, trying to give the Firestorm an opportunity. This one shot across, and this one not a good kick as Park shoots it back the other way. Caleb Christner on his giddy up. Johnny Perez left side. And this one taken away by the Firestorm as Gallardo comes back up, takes it away. Throws the ball up to his left side. Park giving chase. This one shot down the field. Moulter giving chase in that left corner for the Firestorm. Moulter across. Good pass. And this one is blocked on that back end. Ami Emine right there. Another opportunity by that Park defensive unit, and they're shining bright in this second frame. Moulter with a good centering pass, and Firestorm with a good look and blocked away. Park University with some athletes on that back end. And that's making the women's team awfully proud that is in attendance watching this one. So great support by the fellow athletic teams, watching their brethren on the field, trying to defend its home turf in this one. And we have an injury on the field. Taking a look via, looks like that is Donnellan down. Connor Donnellan, the midfielder from London, the sophomore, laying on the turf, and the trainer is coming out. Young man has played a very strong game defensively. Determined effort on that back end. And while the trainers are taking a look, we'll take a short time out. You're watching the Buccaneers Sports Network, ACU and Park in the season opener. Legacy Fields, Lerner and Rowe Stadium, the season opener for Park University taking on ACU. Connor Donlan, the defender for Park, just walked off on his own accord, and that's a great thing to see. Just might have got kicked in the shin, maybe suffered a little cramps, but he's okay walking off from that sidelines as Gerlach comes back in, and we are back in play between these two in-state rivals on the free kick. This one booted in the box, and Park once again clears it and trying to take it back the other way. Aiden Abbott right there controlling the tempo for the Firestorm, and Mario Hanna, we've called his name early and often in this one on the throw-in opportunity. And Moulter down that corner. Moulter, good speed. Right there is Amy Emine, knocks it away. So once again, that back end for Park showing up big. Emine, a 6'2" senior from London, tall and athletic. Jonas Tanzer scouted the world for talent. He brought in 26 new faces to this program. He said facing ACU and teams like Ottawa University, got a good look of what those teams were like athletically and physically. And he knew he had to raise the bar, and felt like he's done that, scouring the world for talent. And a year later, a ACU team that knocked off Park University, blanking them by the count of 4-0. These squads are dead even in the season opener here at Legacy Fields. Less than 31 minutes left in this second half. Austin Murray battling Park. Emine, that right side, trying to work it up the field, and bodies, a lot of physicality going on. Taken away, good work by Johnny Perez. Perez tries to shoot it downfield, could not. Another body falling on the turf. This time it's number 14, Esteban Arden, the midfielder from Ironwood High School in the Valley. So you gotta love the heart and effort on both sides. ACU located up the I-17. Park University located in Gilbert. These squads have met only 3 times all time, with the Firestorm winning all 3. And Firestorm coach Ted Krizwicki downplayed the history, being that both sides face the unknown in the season opener. But make no mistake, for Park University, they know the history. They know they've never beaten the Firestorm, and a victory over ACU would do wonders to set the tone for a season for Jonas Tanzer and his squad. Tanzer now in his 3rd season at the helm. Austin Murray trying to shoot it up the field. This one taken away and then taken back as bodies bump and fly. Extra bursts of energy on both sides. This one might come down to one single opportunity, and who can make the play when it counts the most. These teams evenly matched, as Austin Murray will have an opportunity about 40 yards out. Murray surveying the field, lets this one go, and Gallardo right there snagging it out of the air. Gallardo, 5'7", $135, playing 6'5" in this one, getting up like a champ and snaring it out of the air. Murray gave it a good look. 28 minutes left in this one. Buccaneers, good off-season, defeating Scottsdale Community College and Glendale Community College in local scrimmages. So the off-season recruiting and bringing in some new faces and blood have definitely paid off for the Park squad in this one. 1-1 ball game. Firestorm got on the board first, courtesy of Mario Hanna to Sebastian Nicola goal. That's Molter working that corner of the field and trickles out of bounds as Backstrom will set up his teammates. And dumps it to Austin Murray. Murray been busy in this second frame. Gerlach dumps it down to Emina on that left side. Johnny Perez working the ball up the field. Perez, that burst of energy right there, gets by the defender. Perez open field, shoots it to Delgado. Could not make the connection as Ramirez Delgado was cutting across. And physicality right about midfield, and that's going to go in favor of the Firestorm. But you gotta love the grittiness and toughness shown by Park in this one. Justin Moeller, we called his name, a freshman 6'3" defender from Germany. Last I checked, Germany not right around the corner from Gilbert, Arizona. Showing just how far Coach Tanzer is going to scout the world. And that one, an easy opportunity is Ethan Molter. With a shot from that left side and Backstrom right there. 26 minutes left in this second frame. Ramirez Delgado giving chase. Tried to put on the Jets, could not catch up. Mario Hanna working that back end, and Carlos Gallardo from Glendale, playing in his backyard essentially. Glendale, just call it a 30-minute ride from East Mesa. No question, Gallardo would love to get a victory here against his crosstown rival. And good physicality by Park. Austin Murray, and that call goes against Gerlach, who is bringing some physicality, and Gerlach looking back at the ref like, what'd I do? Referee, midfielder, they have really let them play in this one, no question. This one shot up to the left side as Johnny Perez giving chase. Perez keeps it in the field of play. Perez dumps it. Devin Jorgensen try to work it upfield, and on the turf goes Esteban Franco. Franco, the senior from Yuma. Make that Caden Grubbs, that is. Last second roster change. Caden Grubbs, number 20 for the Firestorm. Knotted at one apiece. Not a lot of action. Goaltenders in this second half haven't had to face a lot of adversity. Both midfielders on both sides and defenders really controlling play, doing a nice job. Not a lot of opportunities. Firestorm dumping it back down. Gallardo, courtesy of Caden Grubbs. On the right side, Sebastian Nicola put the Firestorm up early, courtesy of a Mario Hanna assist. Johnny Perez, Austin Murray. Johnny Perez thought an opportunity might have gone wayside right there. Good work on that back end. Can't say enough about Amy Emina right there, the senior. Make that Ami Emina on that back end for the Buccaneers. Knotted at one. 23 minutes left. This one could potentially come down to will. Both sides showing an excellent effort. Park showing a relentlessness and toughness in this one. Moulter, that right side, and he is battled by a slew of Park defenders in that corner. This one knocked out of bounds. Also played by Sebastian Ossi. Make that Osa. A lot of new names, a lot of new pronunciations on this Park squad. And the women's squad here in attendance nodding with me saying, yes, Joe, a lot of faces, and we're still learning all the players on the boys squad as well. Can't say enough about the girls team coming out with victories over Indian South Bend 10-0 and tying Indiana Northwest, and that shot goes wide. Women's squad beating Indiana South Bend 10-0 and tying Indiana Northwest 1-1. Good start for them as Caitlin Harris, a freshman, the school's first ever hat trick. And she was here in attendance and just a charming young lady we had a chance to talk to at halftime. 1-1 ball game, closing in on 21 minutes with a timeout taken on the field. And we'll take a short timeout. 1-1 ball game. Park University and ACU, the season opener from Legacy Field's Lerner and Rowe Stadium. Stadium, this one between Park University and the ACU Firestorm, knotted at 1 with under 22 minutes left in this one. ACU with a first half goal from Mario Hanna to Sebastian Nicola, and Huvard Briney tied it a short time later. ACU with 11 shots on goal and flipping it over to the other side with Park with 9 shots. Working on the left side, Sebastian Osa, as it goes back in the Firestorm's favor. Caden Grubbs on that back end, dumps it down to Gallardo. Working that right side is Sebastian Nicola. Nicola's played an outstanding game. Park was looking to come up with the takeaway as Ramirez Delgado sniffing like a shark in the water for that potential leather. Could not take it away though. Now it's the Firestorm trying to methodically work their way up the field. Moulter working it to that left side. Mario Hanna there coming up, now working the offensive attack. Hanna right there, races it across. Ami Imina right there, taking it away. So the Firestorm now making a little noise. This one shot and high, and an opportunity for the Firestorm. A good one. A one-on-one opportunity, and that ball sails high and over is Santiago Ballesteros with an opportunity. Now Park with 20 minutes left. Moulter, middle of the field. Knocked away. Justin Moeller, the big physical specimen, the freshman, 6'3" from Germany. And that's the big thing about this Park team. They've got some size, but they are technical and skilled and take good angles. And they read the physicality of their opponents very well and put bodies on a body. And once again, we're seeing it again right there as bodies go crashing. Inge Carlson looking at the refs like, what'd I do on that play? So it's going to be a free kick opportunity as the Firestorm with an opportunity. Mario Hana might be in on that one, and Hana is racing back to midfield, has played an amazing game. Good feel for the ball, no question. Could add a spark offensively. And Firestorm reading it on that back end. Aiden Abbott, who's played a good game, and Caden Grubbs as well. Whistle has blown. Shot on the net, and the header is good, and ACU takes the lead. Caden Grubbs, and right there, Sebastian Nicola. And Nicola point blank beats Backstrom, and Backstrom gave it a great effort but could not snare it. And Sebastian Nicola with his second of the night. And that puts ACU back on top by the count of 2-1. A free kick opportunity, and that free kick opportunity turned into a killer for Park University. So once again, now it's Park facing adversity, having to step up and find its offensive rhythm in this second frame to pull even. Sebastian Nicola with about 19 minutes left on the beautiful feed by Caden Grubbs. And that gives ACU a lead as Caden Grubbs working up that sideline, and some physicality. Hukan Arneson right there, and Caden Grubbs on the turf. Ref coming over and giving him a hand up. So the Firestorm, and Coach Ted Krizwicki talked about his team. He said, we might not get a lot of opportunities. When we do, we've got to capitalize, and they do right there. Giving chase in that back end is Ami Emina. So still Firestorm ball, under 18 minutes left. Park looking for a late second half jolt as Esteban Arden will shoot it in. Now instead it's the Firestorm making a change in that corner. Changing personnel. Ball knocked away. Throw in at back end for Park. Can't afford to give up another goal. Mario Hana now coming up on the offensive attack. And the Firestorm now feeling it with Mario Hana coming from deep in his defensive end to provide a spark offensively. Maybe a good tactic by Coach Ted Krizwicki of the Firestorm. No question, Hana highly skilled. This one knocked up the field, and Park trying to get a good move on that left side. Good work by Michael Frey. Frey, a freshman from Switzerland. In favor of Park. Frey Dumps it back down. Devin Jorgensen, a returner from a year ago. A lot of new faces around him. Ball dumped in the middle. Mario Hana there, and Hana shoots it up to midfield, and Park heading it back the other way. Hana, no question, has played a great two-way game in this one. Putting pressure on that Park defensive unit and really doing a great job on that back end. Helping his goalie, Carlos Gallardo. Closing in on 15 minutes left in this second half. Aiden Abbott. This one knocked away by that Park back end. Jerry Backstrom. And no question, Backstrom could not knock down the Sebastian Nicola header off the free kick. Just Nicola put it in a perfect spot, and Backstrom gave it a great effort, but just could not connect on the leather to stop it. This one is shot over the top of the goal, and Sebastian Nicola, a lot of noise in this one. He's played a fantastic game for ACU. Sebastian Nicola, 3 shots on goal, 2 goals scored in this one. He's been the difference maker. Now Park has got to find some offensive rhythm as this one is ripped out of bounds. So this one is going to come down to sheer will. Does Park have enough in the tank to put a threat into the Firestorm defensively? Played him tough all the way through. Now the Firestorm with a late goal by Sebastian Nicola, taking a 2-1 lead. Now another corner kick opportunity. Ball's headed away as Ramirez Delgado trying to get the ball up the field. Ramirez Delgado up the field, a bolt ablaze. Stays on his feet, shoots it up to the left side. Opportunity for Park, ripped across, and this one, Ramirez Delgado, point blank, could not connect, and Ramirez Delgado, disgusted, kicks the crossbar and knew he had the potential game tire and could not deliver. An opportunity for Brian Ramirez Delgado, the senior from Buenaventura, Colombia. And the young man will walk that off, and no question, he knew he had an opportunity there to potentially tie this one. Great pass across. Great work by Devin Jorgensen on the feed across, and Ramirez Delgado, one-on-one opportunity against Carlos Gallardo and could not connect. But you gotta like the pressure Park put on in that exchange, and that's what Park's gonna need to potentially tie this one. Ramirez Delgado, high-flying senior. From Buenaventura, Colombia. So Gallardo works into that back end to Sebastian Nicola, who's played up and down this field. And there's an MVP for ACU in this one, no question. It's Sebastian Nicola, a couple goals, and you name it, he's done it. Playing up and down this field. Jerry Backstrom on that back end. Shoots it up at left side. Giving chase is Park. Michael Frey on the dump down. Taken away by the Firestorm on that back end. giving chase. Ami Emina right there. Michael Frey trying to work it on that left side. ACU gets it taken away. Santiago Ballesteros in the middle. Whistle is blown. Call in favor of Park. Emine shoots it to the right side, and this one's going to trickle out of bounds, and the Firestorm will take over with 11:30 and counting. A good one from Legacy Fields. Lerner and Rowe Stadium, the home opener for Park University, taking on ACU. We appreciate you watching us on the Buccaneers Sports Network. I'm Joe Pequeno. 3 goals in this one. Sebastian Nicola got ACU on the board in the first half. Huvard Briney answered for Park University. About the 19-minute mark in the second frame is Sebastian Nicola again putting ACU on top. And Coach Jonas Tanzer and the Buccaneers looking for a late surge. As Backstrom in that back end rifles it up the field. Ramirez Delgado couldn't control it. Retained by Park, dumped in that corner. No question. Buccaneers going to need an extra dose of athleticism to potentially tie this one up. ACU has done a really nice job holding Park University. 10 shots in this one. Only 4 in the second half. Opportunity for Park now. Refs coming over to talk about the play for just a split second. Under 10 minutes left. Opportunity for Park. Corner. Header knocked away. Mariahana boots it away, giving the Firestorm a breather defensively. Once again, that back end, ACU. Sebastian Osa trying to make things happen in that corner. Looking for a call. Ramirez Delgado. Set up in the box. Delgado wanting another opportunity. This one rifled out of bounds. Ami Emina letting it rip, and right now Coach Tanzer taking some chances, bringing his defensive players up and those extra attackers possibly trying to make a difference in this second half. Park with 10 shots on goal. Arizona Christian with 12. 2 of those shots courtesy of Sebastian Nicola. And that is the difference, as Nicola with a header beat Jerry Backstrom with 19 minutes left in the second half. Under 8 minutes left. Turning into money time for Park University. Coming down to Will in this one. Can Jonas Tanzer's team rise up and knock this one in 2? ACU, record of 11-4-2 last year. Park, revamped, reloaded, a record of 7-8-1, 6-1-1 down the stretch of last year. Now the Firestorm coming from across the town and looking to take this season opener after losing a scrimmage to GCU exhibition play on Friday 3-0 at Grand Canyon. Buccaneers shooting across. Sebastian Osa. Nice moves. Shoots it across. Potential bicycle kick. Could not connect. This one fires, and Gallardo right there, and a blaze of a kick. A rifle shot. Bouvard Briney with a rip and then some. Gallardo shoots it up the field. 6 and change left in this one. Dumped in that right side. And Gallardo, courtesy of Mario Hanna, working that corner and working that corner well. Gallardo, young man, the junior from Glendale, Arizona, coming across town, holding Park in check. Gallardo lets it rip up the field. Back into Park, controlling that end. Make no mistake, not a lot of opportunities as bodies collide right there. And a free kick opportunity. Last time the Firestorm had a free kick opportunity with Sebastian Nicola. They put the Firestorm ahead 2-1. Hanna shoots it up the field, and that one out of bounds. Backstrom right there. Surveying the field, and Backstrom trying to give his teammates an ample opportunity. Shoots it up that left side. In play. Sebastian Osa busy in his second frame. Osa up that left side. And Sebastian Nicola right there knocks it away. Coming up the field. Ame Emina. Emina to Devin Jorgensen. Jorgensen shoots it across. Right there in the middle. Firestorm reading it. Back end, Luka Gerlach shoots it down. And Firestorm trying to take control on that other side, but racing up is Park. Blaze of speed right there. Closing in 4 minutes left in this second half. And the home team, Buccaneers, need to find that extra dose. They fought hard in this one. Shot up to the right side. Johnny Perez giving chase. 3:30 left and counting. Can Park come up with a late game stunner on Gallardo in net? Throw in from the side. Perez shoots it in. Little header. Moulter steps up and knocks it away. Giving chase, Devin Jorgensen. Jorgensen shoots it down that left side. Osa right there. Osa. Moulter going at it. Two blonde bombers fighting in that corner as Moulter hits the turf. And Moulter hits the turf and hard. He's still down right now. And the ref going over to take a look, and Moulter getting checked on by the ref, and 2:48 left in this one. So Park University with a throw-in opportunity. 2:48 left. Park low in the box. This one chucked well. This one off the top of the crossbar. Goodness gracious. Park with an opportunity. Just misses from tying this one up. Looks like that was Ami Emina on that opportunity to potentially tie it and just missed. So this one remains tied. Actually, this one almost became tied at 2. So Park, 11 shots on goal. Last one almost tied it. Firestorm with 12 shots. And Gallardo stretched up, and that one hit the top of the crossbar. ACU breathing a sigh of relief on that play. Second half, 1:56 left. Glad you can join us on the Buccaneers Sports Network. This one a good one, the season opener for ACU. Season opener for Park University, the host team, right here in Legacy Fields in Mesa, Arizona. Park lost this matchup last year by the count of 4-0. Fighting hard in this one. Michael Frey trying to come up and get the steal. Firestorm, back end. Park, Firestorm working that ball. Moulter, that right side, giving chases. Amine, Moulter shoots it across. Goes across the field as Alden Abbott giving chase and gets knocked to the turf. $1:14 left. Player down for the Buccaneers. On the turf is Luka Gerlach. And that's going to stop the clock with 1:04 left. Gerlach in that back end might have taken a hit. And remains down on the turf. All of a sudden it's got a little bit on the foggy side on the field. That's what happens sometimes when you're looking through a sheet of glass. And then you kind of look at it from a lower perspective, and it's a beautiful night. The AC is pumping in the press box areas. Luka Gerlach is being attended to. And Gerlach gingerly getting up. The defender, grad transfer from Germany, runs it off. He's a tough one. 1:04 left. Gerlach stepping out, Austin Murray back in. Park with a free kick opportunity. On that free kick, Ingi Carlson. Carlson's had a solid debut as well. A lot of new faces for Park. And here we go. Ame Emina stepping up. All the defenders up. Usai knocked to the turf by Moulter. Moulter trying to get around the right side, and Moulter shoots up the field. Austin Murray trying to save it, knock it back the other way. Seconds ticking off the clock. 43 and counting. Backstrom, a sense of urgency. shoots it up the field. Johnny Perez tried to head it up the field, taken away by the Firestorm in midfield. Firestorm controlling the tempo. 27 seconds left. Sebastian Osa right there trying to make some noise. Perez working at right side. Michael Frey trying to use that big body to draw some space. Corner, 10 seconds left, 9. 7 seconds left and counting. And this one winding down. And that is going to do it, as Park University gives a fantastic effort but falls short to the visiting ACU Firestorm by the count of 2-1. No question, a solid effort by Coach Jonas Tanzer's team. But in the end, Sebastian Nicola was the difference. A goal with 19 minutes left in the second frame, as ACU walks off with the 2-1 victory. Looking at some of the inside the box score for Park. Shots on goal, Park University 11. Bryony Huvard, spectacular debut. 4 shots on goal. A goal in the first half that tied it. 2 shots on goal by Austin Murray, Johnny Perez, and Devin Jorgensen. Ryan Ramirez Delgado, and Ramirez Delgado had an opportunity in that second frame to tie it. Point blank look, could not deliver on Gallardo. Justin Moeller and Michael Frey also with shots on goal. Switching over to ACU, Sebastian Nicola, 3 shots on goal, 2 of them went in. The difference maker, no question, the MVP for the Firestorm in this one. Ethan Moulter, the blonde bomber, number 7 to 4, 2 shots on goal. Washington Alves, a pair. BJ Rusmer and Esteban Arden, 3 shots on goal. Cody Schrum, part of the 12-shot night for Park University. First half scoring, it was Mario Hanna feeding Sebastian Nicola. Made it 1-0. And then Huvard Bryony answered to tie it at 1. Then pretty much scoreless for most of the second half. And then off the free kick, Caden Grubb fed Sebastian Nicola. Nicola, perfect header, upper left corner. And beat Jerry Backstrom, and that was the difference. No question, excellent effort by Jonas Tanzer and his team. So up next for Park University, Buccaneers will hit the road for 4 straight games starting Friday, August 26th at Bushnell, followed by trips to Multnomah University, Life Pacific, Caltech, University of St. Catherine. So make that a slew of games. Make that 5 games. Next home game won't be until September 18th against Cal State University Maritime. ACU's next game, they head home for a Saturday matchup against Wayland Baptist University. So the season debut, the home opener for Park University, a hard-fought effort, but falling short by the count of 2-1 to visiting ACU. We appreciate you dialing us up on the Buccaneers Sports Network. We appreciate you and all those great Park loyal fans out there for dialing us up. And from Legacy Fields in Mesa, Arizona, the final once again, ACU defeats Park University by the count of 2-1. For everyone here at the Buccaneers Sports Network and for Park University, I'm Joe Pequeno. Thanks for dialing us up. Take care. Have a great night, and we'll see you real soon.